Let's see, this puppy here, I paid $8.80 for it 30 years ago. I had a different deck on it, but I changed it because I put so much stuff on it, which I'm going to use today too. Now we have a little press over here. I haven't used it in a while, which I'm going to do laminated bowls with soon. That's cheap. Those things are, you know, Harbor Freight, 150 bucks. Here we got a Shop Fox molder. Does a good job. Makes nice molding. I could do nice door trim with it, window trim with it. It works pretty good. I wish I had the auxiliary deck with the key slots, which I had to make this one. Make sure you get one with a variable speed. Without that, don't even buy one. There's your motor for the variable speed. You can't run the piece through there at 90 miles an hour. You'll just burn it. That puppy was $2,000 or so with all the bits I got for it. Oh, what? Honey? Had to replace the old chop box with another chop box. This one works pretty nice. I like it. My favorite little toy. Cuts everything nice. Hitachi. Yeah, they used to be $700, $800. We got this, what, $400, honey? 12-inch. I like the high back for crown molding. Had to build a plenum for it, catch all the sawdust because it makes a mess. I got a little vac set up with it when it gets too deep. I had to build a table. Let's go over to the lathe. The lathe is Liguana. It's the Pinnacle. It's from Bulgaria. It's called a bridge lathe, which I take out the middle piece and I could do bigger work, a lot bigger work, real big work. I put that little piece on the back so I could do longer work. Pretty nice lathe. I don't think you can buy a better one. No vibrations. Pretty happy with it. I talked the guy down. Been wanting to get it for years. I think I paid 10 grand for it, shipped. They want 18,000 now, so I lucked out. How long I had this, honey? 15 years now? I think so. Got a little extraction for dust when I'm sanding with it. Built a quick table here out of old beams. Got the wood for free. Put a drawer in it. Got these, oh, these are old beams that were in the ground, dirt. I pulled them out and, you know. Any doubt, we got a Grizzly 12-inch table saw with a sliding table. Not happy with it. 3 sets of bearings in it already. Could use a better one, an RT40 Delta. That's what I would like to get. Even though this thing costs a fortune. I think I paid 29 for it or something like that. It's 5 horse. Gotta have 5 horse. Don't even buy nothing with 3 horse. Here we got a Liguana bandsaw, 24-inch. If you notice, I built decks under all the heavy equipment because I was afraid to go through the floor, since the floor is thin. These are cool because they're ceramic, guys. They're not the roller wheels that all get a messy up. This just rides on ceramics. So, got a deal on this puppy, a divorce case. Had to drive 15 hours one way to get it. It took too long, but it was worth it. Saved a lot of money. Lots of money I saved on that. What? What do you see? What do you got? What, the grinder or the extractor? We got these cyclones. Gotta have them. There's no way you could do pillow bag extraction. You can't breathe in here. These guys do pretty good. They're 3 horse. They're hooked up to all the pipes and every piece of equipment we got here. We got nice windows here with a view. Watch my honey do her garden work and see pretty far. No houses. That's great. Not looking at houses. Finally. This, we got a grinder. We got some one-way attachments that do all the chisel works and do a good job on them. Get them nice and sharp. Not happy with the grinder. Switch is broke. The bearings are gone. I need a new grinder. Paid 220 bucks for that. It's a piece of junk. Delta. Delta don't make too much that's good. They don't even make a sliding shaper. Oh, what do we got here? Clamps. Which the bird got in here and pooped on one. Look at that. He pooped everywhere, that bird. These were great. I forgot. I think they were $5 grand new. I got them for, what? Let me think. $500. I got 36 hours in them, grinding them and cleaning them. But they're what you need to make cabinets. They're great. Be using these soon. Yep, got a deal on them. Real good deal. Because I went to an auction and guys went ballistic on them. We got under here. Got a shaper. 5-horse Grizzly. Happy with it, but not happy with it. I need a sliding table. Working on that. Either going to get another shaper or have my Amish friend build me the sliding table. 5-horse, you got to have 5-horse on a shaper. Don't even buy a half-horse. Buy a full horse or a horse and a half feeder. Don't even go near a half-horse. You'll regret it. This is vibration free, cuts good. Got $1,000 worth of bits or more for it, maybe more. I got $4,500 invested in that thing, which you know, not happy. But here we got a Grizzly planer 20-inch 5-horse. I'll be using it in a little while. Keep something on all the decks, because moisture kills your decks. Gotta have your decks. I worked on this yesterday for 4 hours. We put new blades in it, nice and sharp, ready to go. Cleaned, oiled, greased. Had this a long time too. Big bucks. Jeez, I got about more than 4 grand invested in it. I like to get a new one. 9 grand, 12 grand. I can't see getting one of those for a while. What do we got back here? A door? Wood? A bander? We just got this a couple months ago. Been wanting one for years. We band the lumber now to stabilize it for better use later. Real good deal on this. They're $550. I got it for $180, I think, with everything. Real good deal. Got a big bowl here we do on the lathes. Gotta have push sticks for this piece of equipment. You don't want to lose your fingers. Gotta have your fingers or you ain't doing no work. Like I said, you gotta keep all this stuff on your decks. You don't keep this on your decks, you're in trouble. Can't keep cleaning your decks. This one's in good shape. Brand new blades. Yep, got a deal on this. These are $19,800. I got it for $5,800, and I put about $500 into it. New belts, new blades, new knobs. 2,400 pounds, solid, doesn't vibrate. Cleans the lumber like glass. Perfect. Not Japanese. Nothing will break on this. Where are we going next? Another extractor, Cyclone. Had to have 2. One wasn't good enough. Small 18-inch bandsaw. We're happy with it. Not too happy, but I'm happy with it. I probably can get a good buck for it if I want. You know, they're 2 grand, but been happy with it. It does all my little work. Here we got a 24-inch sander. Got unhappy with this. It works good, but the motor went, what, a year ago. Had 50 hours on it. Grizzly, you hear me? I don't know if you ever watch this video. Had 50 hours on it and the 5-horse motor went. You guys charged me $660 plus shipping to get it here. Had to put a new motor in it, but I got it back to life. It works good. Got to have good extraction on this. Without that, you'll burn. You got to have lots of extraction. Don't even buy one of these without variable speed. Don't even touch one. There again, you can't go and send your lumber in there at 80 miles an hour. You have to go slow. We got a gauge here to tell you exactly how fast you're gonna go. Otherwise, forget it. Here's a real good deal. Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. I drove there, $1,800. These things are 5,600 new. The guy never used it. He never even put a sheet of plywood in it. It sat in his barn. Thought he was going to be a cabinet maker. Nice I have it, so it'll take my back. My back will be better when I'm doing carcass work on cabinets. Over here we got a mortise machine. Happy with it, the Wood Tech, but not happy with it. Now they come out with the tilting beds. I really could have used the tilting bed for more of my intense work. This is just straight on mortise work. Keep your bits sharp, they work good. That piece of equipment works. Not you know, $1,200 without the bits, $500 for the bits. Oh, and you got to check all your electrics because this is 230 volt. I mean, there's some equipment in here that's 50 amps and stuff like that. Well, like I said again, keep a piece of wood on top of your equipment, otherwise they're going to rust. Just take it off when you need to, which I'll be using this today too. This over here. This is a cool machine. This takes all the finger work out of your little round stuff. You definitely have to have one of these just to clean up your fine-tuned stuff. Put some cabinets up here the other day. I keep all my paints and little sandpapers in there. Oils. I like to keep them out of the way and, you know, not look at them. Just need them when I get them. Lots of lumber laying around. Good thing I have a wood miser. Everybody should have a wood miser. I cut all my own logs. The wood miser's across the street. How much was that thing, honey? It was $39,000 with the hydraulics. Gotta have one of them. Where are we going now? Oh, another window in the shop. Don't use this room not much for storage. Don't draw in here no more. Made a little bowl last week. Just keeping it nice. Made a bunch of rolling pins because we have our little garage sale. The Amish women will suck them up. They'll love them. Make them out of hardwood, as many as I could do. Fast on the lathe. Keep a little library. Yeah, little library in here, a little storage. A big assembly table. This is all steel. I'm going to drop this and put a big deck on it. What? Oh, we're running out of time. We'll have to come back. I'm working on a little project right now for a customer. If you need something done, just call me. 315-749-8689.